Hi, this is Brandon from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about exercise called the bench press with shoulder saver versus chains. This is a great max effort variation to build your bench press. We've already talked about the bands and the band and chain variation, so of course we're going to talk about the chain variation. Why would you pick just the chains over the bands, all that kind of stuff. I've talked about this a lot on my channel in terms of the difference between bands and chains. Chains deload to the ground, bands have overspeed eccentrics, so they're constantly pulling, and then you hit a press, they're constantly fighting against you. Or chains, they're not going to fight you on the way down, but they are going to fight you on the way up. So if you are a slow lifter, generally you'll find chains help you. If you're a fast lifter, you'll find that chains help you a lot. If you're a slow lifter, you'll find that chains don't really help you a lot. So if you're slow, you're wanting that speed. You're trying to develop that speed. The overspeed eccentrics of the bands provide that, so they help aid your weakness. For me, somebody that does lift relatively fast, I need the chains because I really suck at grinding. Since chains come off the ground a little bit slower, it's going to teach me to fight with my max effort work much faster. You probably would never use this movement for a dynamic effort movement just because it's not a big range of motion. Another thing is the shoulder saver, the bench block, whatever it is you're using to limit your range of motion, board press, you're really trying to target specific joint angles of your elbow and your triceps. You're obviously limiting the range of motion, which you're not going to be able to do in a meet. However, you're trying to use this to develop a certain quality and area of your bench press, which is why you would do it. So if you're having somebody that just likes to bench all the time and you're trying to figure out how to bench stronger, move more weights, this is a great way to do it, to be able to tackle that area that's just a little bit off your chest, and the chains are going to make you fight as well. So when it comes to the setup of this, what you're going to do, take your normal bench press setup, knuckles towards the ceiling, set those shoulders down and back, unrack the bar, bring it out, let it settle, touch, press, touch, press. That rack, okay? So you'll probably find when it comes to the load, if you're used to using bands, you're probably gonna have to add quite a bit of chains for the difference. That didn't feel like a whole lot to me. That was basically next to nothing. I would definitely want at least 2 chains per side, maybe 3 and 4. Really depends on kind of what my goal was for the day. But what you'll find is you also got a little bit of instability. The chains are moving a little bit. It's nothing major, but just make sure when you take that weight out, you're good and settled before you go. And then the shoulder saver, like we mentioned, is going to help you attack the specific joint angle of your triceps as you bench press. So use your competition grip as much as you can on a variation like this, just because it is going to develop that joint angle specifically for what you're trying to use it for. Again, you can also use it as a supplemental movement. So let's just say that your main movement for the day was benching with the shoulder saver. You worked up to a good double of 295. Then you're going to add the chains on there, do some supplemental work for maybe 2 to 4 sets of 3 to 5. So you're probably going to take a little bit of weight off, put the chains on, and really work on having to grind through that range of motion to continue to develop your triceps and your mid-range to lockout strength. So that's the exercise. If you got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.